Hi, I'm Ilana and I want to talk to you about our project, a children's book called Popeye and Blackfoot. It's about a little duckling that was hatched along with 7 or 8 other ducklings. Only thing is that he was a little bit different. He was born with one eye. He had a bit of a lump on his face where there should have been an eye. And while the ducklings were small, there was not a problem, but later on, as they got a little bit bigger and stronger, they used to bully him and peck him. Now the story of this little duckling, I was actually told by a vet that very early on that, oh, you should kill him, you should get him put down. And another duckling there as well, there was a weaker duckling, they're weak, they're not good, let's just get rid of them. And I said, no, they're eating and they're drinking, they're fine, let's leave them be. So I had him at my place for a couple of weeks, and I had to go into Melbourne for some Jewish festivals, and I have a friend who comes and looks after them, and she's got a stepson, a little boy who goes to the Warragul Special School. He's a great kid, he's a lovely kid, and he saw this little duckling with one eye, called him Popeye. And to cut a long story short, Popeye went to live with Baden because Baden really liked Popeye and really wanted to have him as his special pet. And also we sent along, because when the other ducklings started bullying Popeye, I took Popeye out and put him in another pen with a little 2 younger chickens. They were chicks to stay old chicks, and they imprinted on Popeye and decided that seeing as he was bigger than them, he must be the parent. So anyway, they used to cuddle up to him. I put the heat lamp on and they'd cuddle up to him. Anyway, Popeye went off. He was by this time off a heat lamp, and he was with the little black silky hen, and the other chick, which turned out to be a rooster, which went off to somebody else. He went off to live with Baden and was Baden's special pet. And it's a little story about how sometimes when I guess there's a little parable there about how when people are born, sometimes they're born damaged or different, and we may say they've got a disability, for a want of a better word. But each person, whether they're born damaged or whether they somehow have some damage done to them, which can happen along the way, early on or later, every person, every human being is a bit like, okay, we have this seed, and what is it? It's a peach pip. If we plant this seed, it can grow a peach tree, which grows many peaches, and people are like that. People are like that seed, that we've got so much potential to do good. We've got so much potential to contribute and give. And if we decide, because something's not perfect, that they're just worthless, that they're not worth our time, that's wrong. They are. If we allow people to have potential, they can achieve amazing things. It doesn't matter if they're born with Down syndrome or Asperger's, or they're born in the autism scale. They've all got gifts, they've all got talents, which just need to be nurtured and developed. Because this pip, without the soil to grow it in, without the water and the nutrients, it won't grow into a tree. It can be something that can be tossed in the rubbish, and it will just not develop into anything. People are like that. I hope you can develop our project. We do need your nutrients, soil, to get this book underway. Adele and I are illustrating it. I've written it. I've written a little bit of a rhyme, and we hope to have this book finished in the next couple of months, hopefully by the end of May. And if you fund us, we will give you signed copies. We'll do an online text as well. So if you give up to $15, it'll mean that I will be able to go online in a few months after it's done and to send you an online copy. And for those who do 25 plus, we'll be looking at signed copies of hard copies, and we'll try and get as many of those out as possible. Anyway, I hope you can fund us. I hope I'm really enjoying doing this, and I hope it's a really worthwhile project, and that it does teach people about caring and sharing and looking and treasuring each person as an individual, and realizing that each person has great potential. Thanks.